Can I just say on a technical level, we've tried to build 2 businesses that try to do this, what they're trying to do. We did it with a group of Caltech PhDs. We did a group of MIT scientists. We're at it again with a group of Harvard biologists. Fail, TBD. This is really hard. The vagaries of figuring out the complexities of your physiology on a single drop of blood, I cannot overestimate the difficulty.
Right.
The technical capability and difficulty. It is exceptionally hard. I've burned tens of millions of dollars, and all I know is we still don't know the answer. So in my heart of hearts, I hope Theranos is real. But I also think that in order to do this, you have to have a traditional governance model and radical transparency, because you need to know what you don't know. And you open yourself up that way to the good people that work at your company to tell you, here's a better way of doing something. But if it's all about compartmentalizing information, it's just very difficult to build a good company because nobody knows what's really going on. I had a friend that interviewed there. We ended up hiring him to another great company. He is a star. At Google, he was a star. At Facebook, he was a star. And then he went to another extremely well-known company. I'd say it, but then you'd know who it was. Very well-known guy. And he's like, I had 3 interviews at Theranos and they gave me an offer. He wasn't allowed to go past the front door. It's like, what? I mean, like, that's just not how it works here. You have to be extremely transparent about what you're doing to give people the ability to judge whether they're going to give you their most precious asset, which is their time and their intellectual wherewithal. And I think that's a reasonable trade-off. You as a company CEO have equity. You think it's going to be worth all the money in the world. The reality is it may not be. But there's a compact between you and then the person that takes that equity in return for their reputation, their intellect, and their time. And I think to violate that is pretty sacrosanct in my mind.
What is the end game over there? Because
I don't know. I don't know the company. I hope it's for real. It would look more real to me if you had a bunch of legitimate investors and legitimate board members who knew the science or who knew the financial structure and who had a legal obligation. Like, I have a fiduciary obligation when I invest in a company. A fiduciary to them, to ourselves, to our investors. That means something. Like, I can be sued. I can go to jail if I act in an illegal way. And so I take that seriously. But when you have a bunch of independents and you also have a bunch of people who are just technically incapable of telling you right from wrong, it's just hard. Much, much harder. You're just making it much harder on yourself. So, for all the value that that board has created in the outside world, Henry Kissinger, all these people, it would have been great to have like a scientist and a couple of traditional VCs on the board. I think it would have helped a lot.
But maybe they couldn't have those people on the board because maybe there's no there. That's what the logic would take anybody. The logic is taken.
I don't know. I hope it's real because I think she represents something that's really, I think, exciting and amazing in Silicon Valley, that somebody can just appear out of nowhere and build something at that scale. So I think we should all hope that this company is a success.
Would the Wall Street Journal be digging in this deeply? What are they?
Probably not. But like I said, I think let's all hope and give her the benefit of the doubt that this thing is a real company.
Let me take a moment to thank my friends at Squarespace. And the reason I want to thank them is because the Launch Festival website, launchfestival.com and launchhackathon.com are gorgeous. They are perfect. They look like we spent $250,000 on them. And I can tell you, when I priced out getting the launch websites built, people quoted me literally 6 figures to make a beautiful, robust website. You know what? I got Squarespace and I used their templates, and my team, without any technical knowledge, no developers, were able to make the most gorgeous websites that are responsive and look great on mobile or tablet or on the desktop and have videos running in the background, and they integrate with everything we use. And they're so simple to use that I just said to my chief of staff, can you spend an hour teaching everybody how to use Squarespace so anybody can change the website? And he said, I did it in 5 minutes. It's that easy. So easy to use, so beautiful. And you can make a professional looking, well-designed, intuitive, and easy to use site with no code. It's just so easy. It's state-of-the-art technology. It's secure, it's stable, and it's trusted by millions. Some of the most respected brands in the world use it, in fact, and it starts at only $8 a month, which, if my math is correct, is like under $100 a year, which is ridiculous. And you get a free domain, in fact, if you sign up for a year. Start your free trial today. No credit card required. And if you decide to sign up for Squarespace, please use the offer code TWIST and get 10% off, because that makes them feel great about This Week in Startups and their support of it. So go ahead and thank @Squarespace on Twitter if you love the program. Literally, that's one of the best things. I don't ask you guys for much help, but literally telling everybody on your Twitter, I love Squarespace, I use Squarespace, thank you Squarespace for supporting @TWI Startups. Super helpful, because you get the word out about their great product, you get the word out about how great the program is, and it all just works well. And I'll probably retweet you and favorite, so it's a good benefit for you too. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. What a great tagline. Build it beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Simple, easy, beautiful, and affordable. In fact, I think it's too cheap. I would pay $80 a month. I'd pay probably $800 a month for our service. This is good. Literally, it's worth $10,000 a year, and they're charging under $100. I don't get it. I don't know how they make this such a successful business. But I guess the secret is in the fact that millions of people use it. And when millions of people use your product, you know what? It becomes more stable, more reliable, faster, and you add more features because you're making money and you can invest in the platform. And that's one of the beautiful things I've seen. Every single quarter, Squarespace adds new features. Like they have a calendar feature, which we love. All this different support. We say, hey, I wonder if Squarespace can do this. And then we look on their blog, and it's just like this constant cadence of new product coming out of that company. The product cadence at Squarespace is really impressive. All right, anyway, listen, I could talk about Squarespace all day because I love the product. And as you know, the partners on the show, they're all people who we use their products. We call it whitelisted advertising here, whitelisted partnerships. Squarespace, amazing. Build it beautiful. Thank you to my friends at Squarespace.